Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome back to another bit of Sir, You Are Being Hunted. Yes, I hope you like my very James Bond voice for you there, yes. My name is James. Ah, damn, I did it wrong already. We're doing another bit of Sir, You're Being Hunted. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I died in the last episode, but luckily from you guys, you pretty much gave me a one-up for, you know, just carrying on a little bit more and seeing if we can kind of get something out of this. So I've carried on for my last save, and I'm gonna try my hardest not to die. Now, I currently have like 0 food pretty much. Well, we've got some game, but the problem with what is my inventory button? There we go. The problem with game is you need to cook it, and I've got no means of cooking anything at the minute. So we're just gonna have to try and keep our heads down pretty low and try and get ourselves some food. Like, literally just something to keep us going for the time being. And it means I'm going to have to go into this this horribly infested enemy area and try and make something out of a very bad situation. Now, as far as I'm aware, these big guys come around the corner. Oh, we're in a really bad place. I can hear him. He's literally right there around the corner. Come on, go away, go away. Look at my vitality. It's on 29. I even think that maybe, you know, we might have... Oh, jeez. That's not good. We might actually, even though we're carrying on from the last one, we might have just lost this game because I don't think I have the food to carry on doing this. I don't think I have the vitality to do this. We've got some mints, and I can't live off mints for the rest of my life. It's impossible to do that. Okay, I just need to get into that house. Oh, where are those guys going? Crap. Alright, we're running. No! 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 Oh, it's only been like 10 minutes! I only got my one up 10 minutes ago! Ooh! Alright, I'm not bleeding. I'm not bleeding. I'm not bleeding. These guys are they're gonna forget I was here. See, I'm disappearing into the brush. I was never here. No. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Okie dokie. Right. Let's just keep running. We are not gonna stop running. We're going to find some food, and we're going to get our vitality back. Now, as much as I do love a good mint like any other Brit, I don't think the mints today are going to do anything for us. No. Now, we can't start grabbing rubbish food because it's not going to do us any good at all. As far as I'm aware, every time I've tried to grab rubbish food, I've just ended up hurting myself more. So, what have we got? Oh, whiskey. That's going to do the trick. Oh, look at that. Straight up to 69. Nah, none of this is going to be any good, but we can take some bottles for distraction. Okay, right. We're going to eat our mints. Alright, we're up to 78. And I'm pretty drunk right about now. Pretty slaughtered, but we'll be alright. It's just the name of the game, you know. If you got a drink to keep going, you got a drink. Okay, right. We need to formulate a plan. Now, I don't think we've been on this side of the island because I've never actually ran straight through that town. And we've got another 3 islands around us that we haven't visited, so it might be worth visiting a different island and getting some food. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty definite I've mostly done... Oh, there's a shack down there. I'm pretty definite I've almost got most of the food from this place because it doesn't seem to respawn. So once you've used it all up, you've used it all up. So there is actually a chance... Oh, rock, yeah. There is actually a chance that you could fail because there is no more food. Well, as far as I'm aware, that is, because every place that we've been into is always left the same stuff that I left there, so nothing seems to be respawning, which is a worry, actually, because at the minute, as you can see... Can I hear robots? No. At the minute, you can see that I pretty much are running out of vitality now. The problem with the game, because we could eat the game... Wait, no, that's the one we came on last time. Alright, it's this way. The problem with game is you need to be able to cook it. So you need to find a campfire, or just like, you know, some logs, which is easy enough because there's a lot of places around here that have those. But the hard bit is finding the matches, because you can't just light it. You need to get some matches to do that. Now, the matches are the hard ones, because if you haven't got any, you can't do anything with it, obviously. So you've got to make that decision as to whether carrying around some dead carcass on you, is really worth it. And at the minute, I'm thinking it isn't, because if we come across a artifact or anything, I keep having to stop because I keep thinking I hear robots. If we come across an artifact, you have to weigh up the possibility of, you know, is it worth eating or is it worth taking the artifact? Because you're going to have to drop something. Now, it's one thing that I really love with this game, that they make you do that. I've been looking on the forums and so many people are like, oh, I don't like it that you have a limited backpack space. Well, stop moaning. That's what makes it brilliant. That's what makes it really good. I'm not going to moan about that. That's awesome. I love that kind of decision between life and death. Yes. And you got to admit, that was a pretty good headshot back there. I didn't bring up on that, I just remembered that was a wicked headshot. In the face. Now, there should be another boat around here somewhere. It really depends on how big this island is as well, because I've got no idea how big this island is. I always say that you've got to think of it as a circle, because it is really, an island is just, as a shack over there, the island is just a circle, but maybe a bit of an oddly shaped one. You know, like a rectangle. But at the end of the day, it's still a circle, so you can't really get lost in a circle. If we keep running, eventually we're going to find one of the ones that will take us to a... There we go. Alright, so this is the boat that's going to take us to one of the islands we haven't been to yet. And that means we haven't been on this side of the island yet. So it means that some of these houses should have some food for us. Should. Probably also means there's going to be robots there, but it is daytime, and I have found that robots don't seem to be that good during the day. How many of these guys are there down there? 2 and a dog. Okie dokie, right, I got a way around this. We're just going to sneak along the floor. Slowly does it. And we're going to go in here and see if we can find some food. Once we've done that, the next plan, the next point of action is going to be to make our way to a different island and scavenge for a little bit more food. Now, I want to try and grab some steaks or some hams, because those guys give you tons and tons of vitality. Or maybe be able to cook some game. Those are the big ones. If we can do that, then it means that we can carry those around, and we don't have to carry loads of things like mints and stuff like that, because they take up loads and loads of room in our inventory. If we can take all those, then we can then start, you know, really thinking about getting the artifacts, because until we can get the artifacts, then obviously we can't go home. And the longer we stay here, the more food we're going to have eaten, which means there's going to be less around. So we really can't be hanging around for too long. Okay, right. This reminds me of the place I was at before. Have we already been here? I think we've already been here. Does that mean I went on that boat? Ah. Huh. Alright. I thought we went on the one next to where the big bloke was. Or have we been on 2? We might have been on 2. I don't know. Either way, we're going to go to this other island. Yeah, I've decided. We're going to go to this other island, see what we can find, and hopefully get some food. And if we find an artifact, we find an artifact. Hopefully we'll find some of the small ones, like the 2-slot ones or the 4-slot ones, not the 8-slot ones that were redonkulous. So I'll be back as soon as we reach the next island. So this is the Eastern Island. And I can already see guys over there. Good. I'm guessing this island is the same type as the Central Island, because it looks no different to me. So it will mean that most of the towns, because obviously everything in this is randomly generated, procedurally generated, so it means that everything should, in theory, be the same type of thing, just in a different layout. So at least we're not going to have any horrible surprises of stuff that's different. I can hear robots over yonder. Alright, I got my rifle out, just in case. Now, luckily, as we're not injured, our vitality isn't dropping too fast. It's going to keep dropping, it's going to happen, but it isn't going to drop as fast as if we was injured. So as long as we can stay out of a spot of bother as well, then it means that our vitality is going to hold up a little bit longer than it should. And I'm trying to double check. I haven't got anything I can eat, have I? No. We can't eat the game or anything like that. Whenever I click over the game, it does say use, but you can't actually use it. So we need to use it with some matches and a bonfire to be able to get some, you know, some lovely meat out of it. So let us find a town. And I guarantee most of the towns are going to be infested with these guys. The horrible mechanical doobies. Ooh, a shack. We're just going to end up living off shacks, aren't we? We're going to be a hermit who lives in the background just living off a shack. It's going to be disgusting. Oh, some mints. Alright, so we've got a little bit of food, so I'll eat those. Take these and grab another rock. Huh? Did I just get spotted? They only normally say that when you've been spotted. I'm pretty definite I didn't get spotted. I didn't hear anything. Alright, this is a big daddy robot. I can hear him from a mile off. And there's another artifact over there. Alright, let's track this guy's movement. We got one over there and one down there. And there's a big daddy round here, I think. Pretty sure I could hear him doing his little ha 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 thing. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I don't think it's worth it. I wonder if he reacts to stones. Nope. Ah, it doesn't look like it. If only we could just sit down and have a friendly chat. Just over a cup of tea, we could have a gentleman's chat. Maybe a game of chess. A lovely game of chess. The best game of chess. But I don't think, as they're robots, they would do that. And I don't think I'd want them to do that, because they're robots. They'll probably win. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to come down to I'm going to have to shoot him. But not today. Not today, sir, no. We, sir, are going to get some food. Yes. We're going to find some matches and we're going to make some game. Or we're going to eat mints for the rest of our life. Yes. At least we'll have brilliant smelling breath from both sides. Ooh. Oh my god, there's millions of them. They just seem to be getting more. They're just like, they're... Oh. I feel that I'm gonna have to start fighting these guys soon. Like, I'm trying my hardest not to not engage in these guys, but I'm starting to think that I just have no chance. On the actual website, or like in the forums and things, it just says you're gonna die over... Ooh, some mints. It does say you're just gonna keep dying over and over again. Is my inventory full? Oh, no, it's not. Now, this is my last life. That was close. This is my last life, so if I die, then... that is the end of this. At least I decide, well, until I decide to do a second series, which the chances are I probably will, because I actually quite like this, but I won't do a second series until there's more in the alpha. Or until it becomes beta, one of the two. There's tons and tons planned, so there should be some pretty good stuff coming out soon. So if I do die, do not fret. For you of you that are liking this series, there will be more, just not instantly. I'll probably try some different games until then. So we'll just, you know, this will be one of those series where we just kind of jump between games. You know, do a few videos and things. Probably stick with the indie games because, you know, they're fun and they're short. So it means I haven't got to do like a 50 episode. You can hear robots in yonder. It means I don't have to do like a 50 episode series, which can be very time consuming. Else. Alright, we're pretty much out in the sticks, which is good. And I can see a robot. Is that a robot? Yes. Now, I'm not too worried about getting into a spot of bother around here, because we're so far away from any of the towns that if we do start firing rounds off and start putting capins and robo-asses, it means that we should... Well, that was horrible. It means that we shouldn't draw any unwanted attention. And church is generally pretty good for finding stuff, actually, so we should be able to get some decent stuff from here, he says. We get some mints. Alright, we'll take the mints. And... oh, there we go. Right, so we got some matches. Sweet. Right, I'm gonna discard one of these. I'm gonna drink this. There we go. And we're gonna light a fire.
I know you're not used to preparing your own meals, sir, but I'm sure you can master roasting game on an open fire. That smoke can be seen for miles, however, so do be quick.
Alright, so we're gonna use the matches. And now we're going to use you, and look at that. Oh yeah, now we're going to get the hell out of here, because these guys attract tons. So let's hop and top, let's go over that wall. And let's get out of here. So hopefully these guys are going to come from that direction. As we're facing the water, it does... what is that? Oh, is that the sun? Or is that the moon? I believe that's the moon, so I believe it's getting dark. And I don't hear any robots, so I think I was right that we're in the middle of nowhere. So it means that we should, in all fairness, not have any issues. And we're actually quite close to some smaller houses, which is good, because we should be able to get some decent stuff from here. So maybe it's not all lost. We've got 4 bits of regular meat, and I'm pretty sure this gives you quite a bit of vitality. So I'm going to hold out on eating them until we get really into a spot of bother, or we just really need to eat one because we're starving. And we're at another inn, which is good, because these guys generally have some good stuff. Oh look, it's another one of the robot's arms. They definitely get about. So we've got some more game. Oh, a well-cured ham. What the hell is that? What? I've never seen one of those before. Alrighty then. Alright, we've actually got a decent bit of food. Let's, a empty bottle with one... oh, right, I get it. Alright, we're going to get rid of you. We're going to put you... let's get rid of our letter. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to discard you. We're just going to get rid of these bottles because I don't need them. And I'm going to keep this game. Because they can actually... it can come in pretty handy, the game can. And we've got some more here. We've got some more rags. We've got some more stout. So let's drink the stout. And that will put us up to 100. I don't need this for traps because I'm not really intending on getting into any issues with traps anytime soon. And I would actually quite like to take the rags, but I don't think I have any room to put them anywhere. Oh no, there we go. Cool beans. Right. Alright, so we got rags, we've got food. We're probably going to get spotted by that guy. We're actually doing alright. We're actually doing pretty good. So I think we're in a pretty decent... oh, I haven't seen a house like that before. We're in a pretty decent spot now, I think, to actually get some artifact hunting on the go. Or maybe clearing some towns out, because I'm not too sure about how the robots... whoa, there was loads of them down there just then. Are they walking right at me? Oh, no, it's alright. They're just circling. Okay, right, and there's really nothing in here except some marmalade. Perfect. Okay, right, so we're in a good state. We've got all the things we need. I think the next thing now to do is to make our way to the nearest boat and save. And then we're going to from then go onwards and grab us some artifacts. And we're going to go robot slaying in the meantime. I think that's a thing. Because we've got quite a bit of ammo, we've got quite a bit of food, we've got quite a lot of bandages, and we've got marmalade. And, you know, I'm British, marmalade is a thing. Alright? You either love it or you hate it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like that other thing. I can't remember the name of it. It's a weird one, but it tastes disgusting. And they put it on Twiglets. You can hear robots. Slowly does it. You haven't seen me. He's walking right at me, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna leg it. I'm good. They're miles away. They're not gonna catch me. So yeah, let's get back to the boat. Save up. Stop messing about, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna come back with brute force. Yes, and we're gonna have to take on one of those big guys soon, which I'm not looking forward to. But eventually, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to come up with a game plan on how to take one of these big guys out, because they literally soak up ammo. So it's, and we have to take one on, don't we? Really, we can't just not take one on. We're gonna have to eventually. So I guess the main thing is, how are we going to do it? Do we just keep popping it into them? I think, because they use a pistol, the best way of doing it, which I haven't tried, but I think it's a good way of doing it, is going to be, you know, to just stay back and snipe them with this rifle. If we can get a good distance and just keep popping headshots, that should finish them off. So I think that's how we're going to do it, but we'll find out maybe in one of the other episodes. I'm not planning on taking any of them on just yet, because, you know, they're still pretty hard. And they're pretty dangerous, and I'd like to at least get, you know, a few more shards before. I had no idea I could do that with the binoculars. You learn something new every day. Wow. Huh, that would have come in handy a long time ago. Alright guys, so we're going to leave this one here. I'm going to save up, and we'll be back with another episode very shortly. Thank you for giving me a 1-up, you know, giving me the toadstool. You did it. And I promise I'm going to try and keep this life for as long as possible, but you never know. I could get ambushed and killed tomorrow. I am being hunted, you know. Is you've been hunted, so who knows? Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have a good one, and goodbye.